and welcome to this week's edition of the Grimm Tales podcast. And got a little something special. I think so.
I think so. A little good something special. I thought it was a really good film.
See, here's the thing. Okay, I'm going to be flip-flopping a little bit during this one.
Okay, all right.
And that's because I'm going to be really critical on this one because I am Freddy's my number one. We have not done anything Freddy on this on the Grimm Tales podcast.
On this season or last season?
No, because most of it's old, and even this one is a stretch because this film came out.
Oh, this
in
one is now 13 years old. Yeah.
So, but I wanted to have something Freddy in the Grimm Tales podcast. He deserves to be in there, and I don't think we're going to have anything in the.
He's your favorite child predator.
Yeah, that's actually it's funny. I've gotten into a lot of deep conversations. They're like, how can you like Freddy so much when he's like a child predator? And it's like, you don't like Freddy. I don't like Freddy.
Yeah, you don't like his actions per se.
I think he's the best villain.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He's a villain.
I do have some things to say because I did see some of the old ones, not all of them. My biggest pet peeve in this movie was his little one-liner and his voice.
Okay, yeah, no. Now, okay. All right, let before we get into that,
do the thing.
We got to do the thing. We got to do the thing. Always forget. We get wound up and we get really deep into these things. So, okay, before we get all of that, you see it on screen, guys, all you visual people, all our viewers. You see the URL right there. Get to it, noblegi.com. That is all things Noble. Every episode we do, past, present, and future, go to it. You're watching this on YouTube. Like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with all things Noble that we do. Get over on the merch store that's on the website. Check out the schedule, as all things that you'll see are everything's there. Everything you need to know, noblegi.com. Tonight's tonight's movie that we are discussing in full is A Nightmare on Elm Street remake or re-envision, however you want to look at it, of it's the 2010 version. As always, if you are new to this series, we talk about everything. So this is an extreme spoiler section. So if you haven't seen it, go watch the film and then come back and talk about the film.
Because we will ruin it if you don't.
We're going to fucking ruin it. So if you haven't seen it, I don't want to see nobody's comments saying, oh my God, you ruined the movie. No, there is. If you don't want spoilers, go over to our Quest episodes.
Yep.
No spoilers.
No spoilers there.
But there are spoilers here. So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. We're doing A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. And we're going to go deep diving into this one because this one is a special one for me. So, but getting back into the film. This one is a weird one for me, right? Because the actor, okay, and I always fuck his name up, but he's a good actor. I'll get his name real quick. Jackie Earl Haley. Goddamn.
Jackie Haley.
Jackie Earl Haley. Good actor. Apparently he was a child actor. I did not know that. Apparently he was a child actor in a lot of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I probably do know him from stuff. I just can't recall if anything off the back of my head. But he started making a resurgence years ago when he started doing a number of films, and then he landed himself the Rorschach role in damn, what's the name of that movie? The Watchmen. Yeah. He was amazing. I loved Rorschach. I didn't even fucking know. I've read one Watchmen comic when I was a kid. Okay, knew nothing about the Watchmen. Watched that movie and fell in love with Rorschach because of his portrayal of him. Right? So great actor. He's a great actor. So I do not fault him. He didn't actually even want to run. I watched the interviews with him. He didn't even want to do this role at first because he felt like he couldn't live up to Robert Englund. He couldn't live up. And fair enough, no one can.
Right. And I think that his voice I didn't like his raspiness. He was trying to do the whole.
He did the best he could. That's what I said.
He did. I guess he did, but it fell short.
I will not fault him for the unsuccess of this film. I don't fault him. He did the best version of Freddy he could do. And those are big fucking shoes to fill. You got to remember, Robert Englund's been doing that character for 2.5 decades.
Yeah, I mean, the first movie came out in
84.
84?
The very first Nightmare on Elm Street movie came out in 1984. And Robert Englund has played Freddy all the way up until Freddy versus Jason. Freddy versus Jason was the last time you've seen Freddy, the real Freddy, on screen. Okay? So that Robert Englund's, those are big fucking shoes. Like, you could do anything. You could play anyone can play Michael Myers. Anyone can play Jason.
No,
it's just that they're behind masks.
Yep.
That was the risk. That was the risk that this film took by rebooting it, is because Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So that's the risk and that's the reason why this film. And on top of that, they really did try to. They tried to re-envision this movie, but did it in a way where they didn't, because this movie was almost a copy and paste of the original movies, except some things.
Well, I was going to say that. So where did they re-envision it? Because to me, it looked like almost a better looking carbon copy of the original.
Okay, this is where they did this. All right. Basically, that whole twist and turn thing they did in this version, where they tried to make you believe like he was innocent throughout most of the film until the very end.
Okay.
That was never in the originals. Everybody knew Freddy was a child fucking killer and he was a child rapist. Everybody knew that.
I agree, because throughout the whole movie, especially when the kids were they told the father or whatever that you killed him over lies or whatever. It was. I'm like, oh shit.
No, and now here's the thing: if they actually would have, you know what I was reading? You know what would have actually made this movie better is if they actually went with that. Make Freddy the victim. Make Freddy innocent, and the kids lied about him. That would have been a great remake.
So, but he's actually killing the kids because they told on him.
Yeah, that's all he's doing.
That's the original story. Yeah.
Now, in the original movies, everybody knew Freddy. That's the reason why the parents killed Freddy. They killed him because he was killing and raping their kids, basically, right? Right. So that's the reason why all the parents of the town came together and they burned the original, like alive. They burned them alive.
They chased them into the factory and burned them out.
Now, even in the one thing that this film did not do, and they for some reason they didn't go into why Freddy is Freddy.
And now, the supernatural part, right? Is that what you're going towards?
Yes.
Yeah. That I need you to explain to me, because I do not remember that from the first movie either.
The best, in my opinion, the best Freddy movie.
Big question mark in the new movie. Like, how
you know what? You know which one you got to watch? It's my favorite one out of all the Freddy movies. Is Freddy's Dead. Okay. Watch Freddy's Dead.
I've seen the first one.
Well,
I don't think I've seen.
They give you a bunch of shit. They give you Freddy had a daughter. They go into his past. Basically, what happened is when the parents of the town were burning him, the sleep demons came to him because he was so evil, basically, and they came to him and gave him a deal. They said, basically, let us possess you. Right? Let us possess you, and we will give you unlimited power and live forever, but you'll be our vessel. And he accepted.
So they worked through him, through his body.
And they accept it, because the more people fear him, the more powerful the sleep demons get.
Right. And he gets to get his revenge at the same time. So
he gets to continue. And it wasn't even about revenge. The original one wasn't about revenge. It was because Freddy liked to kill kids.
Yeah.
So they gave him an option to keep killing kids, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, let's go!" Right?
Let's do it.
That's basically what it was. They never the older movies never made Freddy to try to. You never sympathize with Freddy. Freddy was the perfect villain. You can hate Freddy. That's why he's my favorite fucking villain. It's not because I like Freddy as a character. It's because he is the best fucking villain. He's a horrible person who does horrible things. And if you're all right, here's the thing, right? If you had to take a choice of which horror movie villain, all right, I'm gonna give you 4 horror villains. Which one would you rather be hunted down by? Okay, Chucky, Jason, Michael Myers, or Freddy. The 4 basic, the Mount Rushmore of horror is basically that, right? So, out of those 4, which one would you rather be hunted by? What would be the easiest one for you, I think?
Well, Freddy, because as long as you don't fall asleep, you avoid him.
So that would be the easiest one?
No, because you eventually got to sleep.
You got to sleep.
You got to sleep. I think the easiest one would...
would be Chucky. I
was going to say, it'd be Chucky, but he didn't seem easy to avoid in the movie. So I don't know.
I mean, that's because of bad service. Like, don't get me wrong, Chucky's a fucking fucked up scenario, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, it's Chucky.
Yeah, it's a
Right?
doll. It's not gonna run faster than you.
Jason can fucking spontaneously
Oh my
appear in
God.
front of you for some fucking reason. He never
some weird
runs.
reason.
He walks
Explained it.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
Michael Myers only comes out one time a year.
Yep.
So just
I think
fucking
out of Michael Myers is the most boringest one.
sure. No, Michael Myers is absolutely the most boringest one.
Absolutely.
You know, actually, I was reading something. They compare Art the Clown to a more modern day Michael Myers. He's the modern a modern version of Michael Myers
Because he only comes out towards the holidays.
yeah. And his backstory and everything is so vague. Even after all these years, no one knows anything about Michael Myers.
No.
Like there's rumors and there's speculation, but there is no solid backstory of Michael Myers. And that's kind of like what Art the Clown is. So they actually kind of they kind of put him in the same category. But no, Freddy Krueger is the worst scenario because one of two things is going to happen. You could stay up and avoid Freddy, and then you're going to end up going into a coma. That's a scientific fact. And if you go into a coma, you're going to be in a dream forever.
Well, he even made a point to that. He likes when you force yourself to stay up because then when you fall asleep, he's keeping you because you're basically in a coma.
You're basically going to go into a coma. Exactly. Yeah. So you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's either sleep or you're going to sleep. You don't know. There's no avoiding it.
Explain to me something else that occurred in this movie. She was actually able to bring him to the physical realm.
That's been a thing forever. If you could take something, if basically in the original movies they learned that about which one they ripped his ear off. They ripped his ear and they found out that they could bring him into the real world. They did that quite. Okay. Actually, there's quite even in Freddy's Dead. That's actually how they kill Freddy in Freddy's Dead.
Yeah, I only seen the first one. It was so long ago, I barely remember.
It's amazing. Yeah. I love because here's the thing: the one thing that Freddy movies are great for is one-liners, cheesy one-liners, and
he did throughout this fucking movie.
Well, no, but that's the thing. Like, but they were meant to be in the originals. They just tried to recapture that in this one. It wasn't really.
Yeah.
This one was a darker version of Freddy. It was supposed to be more gritty and more realistic. Even the Freddy character was supposed to look less like a monster and more like an actual burn victim.
Right.
Even his makeup was different.
I thought he looked good.
No, like I don't even hate it.
Everything looked good. I really didn't enjoy his voice and the one-liners. They just didn't feel right.
The voice.
Like the original.
But here's the thing. Okay, you got to be fair, right? So I'm trying to be fair on this, and the reason why I don't give the actor as a shit on the character is because we're so used to Robert Englund being Freddy. We know his voice. We know he's his fucking laugh and everything that he does. That's his laugh, right?
Yeah, anything else you're gonna.
No one else can mimic Robert Englund's version. He's been doing the character forever. It's just like Chucky. Like they tried to get a new guy to play Chucky, and it failed miserably.
Yeah.
That's why that's why in the show that's going on right now, they brought back the original Chucky because you can't do it without the original actor. Right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with Robert Englund. Like I would absolutely love, and there's been rumor that they want to do this, that they want to do one more Freddy movie, one real Freddy movie.
Oh, right? I'm all about it.
And finish the character off. Kill him off. Finish him for once and for all. Why not? And
I think if Robert Englund can't do it anymore, refuses to do it anymore, there's no point of continuing the story.
No. That's where I'm at. Like everybody feels the same because that's the reason why this movie wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't what we wanted. Like it wasn't a horrible movie. It wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't a horrible movie. It just was not a Nightmare on Elm Street. Nobody wants to see a Nightmare on Elm Street rebooted. They want to see a Nightmare on Elm Street with fucking Robert Englund.
Yep.
That's the thing. And the longer we wait to do anything, like Robert Englund apparently, now mind you, he could be bullshitting about this, and there's a part of me that hopes he is, but he says that he's retired, he's done. He recently said that he's done, and that makes me very sad because the longer we go,
slap the man with a couple $1 billion.
Absolutely.
Get him to come do the last one, and let's kill the saga.
That's what I'm saying. Just pay him whatever the fuck he wants, and do one more Freddy movie. That's it. Like there was actually talks after Freddy versus Jason, because technically they're at a stalemate because everybody's like, oh, well, Freddy wins because he's walking with Freddy's head in his hand. But what that actually indicates is at the very end of Freddy versus Jason, you see Freddy walking out of the water with, you see Jason walking out of the water with Freddy's head. But then Freddy winks, indicating that he's back in a dream.
Yep.
So Jason is actually in a dream, and Freddy's just tricking him again.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Freddy wasn't dead. He never died. He's still alive, and he's still fucking with Jason. And there was a rumor going around that the next fucking Freddy versus Jason crossover that they were going to do, they were going to do Freddy versus Jason versus fucking Michael Myers. They were going to do all three of them. And I just want to watch Freddy fuck them both up.
Yeah, why not?
Freddy is the king of horror. I'm just in the saying what it is. Everybody want to fucking fire everything. All Jason is, but no, Freddy is.
Also, question for you.
What's that?
Freddy or Art?
Freddy
in a battle.
Freddy.
Freddy?
Yes.
You think still Freddy would take it?
Still Freddy. Freddy's still my number one. Art is easily my number two. But if I have to choose which one it is, Freddy or Art.
Sleep. And that's it. Freddy's got him.
And that's it. He'll fucking destroy it. Like Freddy is the king of horror. Like, he is the face of horror. Like, he is not, like, I don't know. You can't have most of these crazy. No one ever has done what Freddy has done. There's been a billion Michael Myers since Michael Myers. There's been a billion fucking attempts at making a Chucky, like a different versions of Chucky, different versions of Jason. So all these fucking things. There's been a billion. No one has ever tried to steal the idea of Freddy and make it work. There's only ever been Freddy.
Most of those other movies literally became money grabs at the end of it all. Yeah.
I mean,
and this one before the 2010 version. What was before that?
You know, I don't. Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I actually have this because I was going to talk about what was the highest selling Freddy movie. I actually have this. Oh shit. Okay, so I guess I don't. Oh wait, is it? Let's see. Maxi. Okay, 2000. Yeah, so Freddy versus Jason would have been the last one.
Okay, that was 2001. I think it was.
No, 2014.
Oh wow, I was off.
Yeah, 2014.
Oh, so that's newer than the one we just watched.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't know that.
The only reason why I didn't do Freddy versus Jason was because
no, I'm glad we did this one because I learned more about him.
Well, this is a little more obscure. Yeah. Not a lot of people know. Like, ironically, not a lot of people know that the series was attempted at a reboot. And this wasn't. This was the same theater. This was New Line Cinema. New Line Cinema is the one who owns Freddy, and this was their own studio. They themselves tried to, and this was not Wes Craven, by the way. Wes Craven is the one who does Freddy, who writes the Freddy movies. This is not a Wes Craven film.
Oh, it's that?
No, this is somebody else completely different.
New writer.
Even they did an interview with Robert Englund not so long back, and he reflected on this, and I agree with him when he said, let's see. Yeah, here it is right here. Okay. I have it. It says, original franchise star Robert Englund recently reflected on why he thinks the project, speaking of this movie, thinks the project was a failure. Citing the tweaks to Freddy Krueger's mythology is what held the project back from its potential. And I agree. I totally agree.
That's what you mentioned in the beginning.
They tried to change it. They tried to make you sympathize with Freddy when no one wanted to sympathize with Freddy. They just wanted to see Freddy Krueger. This is one of those certain situations where you're like, you don't want anything new. You just want to see Freddy on screen kill people. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need to even make it fancy.
Because for a while, because I don't remember the first movie in detail, I literally began to believe that Freddy was framed by the young kids until the end of the movie, and it gets revealed. But yeah, for a little bit there, I thought that he was blamed to be a child molester.
This is actually, a lot of people say this, and I do agree. If they would have went that route, that would have been a good movie.
Yeah. Maybe,
because now it's a revenge story. And here's the other thing that took away from this, okay? This movie took away, this was more of a creepy mythology-based film. This was not as horror-driven as the originals were.
No, I did. There was no jump scares. It wasn't horrible at all. Yeah, nothing.
Like
The gore was fine.
Gore was
Decent.
okay. Gore was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. I've
Yep.
seen better, but hell,
course.
the original movies had better gore. But this one, I don't know. Like it was less horror, and it tried to be more of a thriller than a horror. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that's
teenager thriller. That's what it
yeah,
was.
and that's what took it away from me. It's like that, and a lot of people say that Freddy, the all the other Nightmare on Elm Street movies, they were horror movies. This one was more of a thriller movie. And it's still a horror. Don't get me wrong. It's still a horror movie, but it wasn't what it should have been.
Right.
Now, again, not a horrible movie. It was a good movie. I think it fell short because it was not what anyone wanted.
Yeah, because he's somewhat mythical. Like he has like a supernatural side to him. Would you still consider this a slasher film?
No, it is. It absolutely is. Yeah.
Okay.
No, if anything, it's not the daddy of slasher films. That would have to go to like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, to like Texas Chainsaw or even
Jason. Because those are probably the two oldest slasher movies that I can think of off the back of my head because they're both in the 70s. Nightmare on Elm Street came out in 1984. So, but this is definitely the daddy of them all. Like this is like Freddy. Freddy is on the. He's like the George Washington at the Mount Rushmore of horror.
That makes sense because he kills you no other way than with his,
Yeah, no
nail,
one has
whether
ever
it's-
been able to recreate Freddy's idea, right? Like you could have Puppet Masters, you could have Annabelle, you could have so many different things. Those are all recreations of Chucky, right? So many versions of fucking Jason. I mean, hell, Jason himself is like, no, Michael Myers himself is probably an alteration of Jason, right? It's like they're both basically masked slashers. That's it.
Yeah. And they always put them head to head. You ever seen all the skits and everything online? They're always fighting.
But
like,
Freddy himself, no one has ever made. I mean, there's been some spoofs, like funny things. Rick and Morty made a joke out of him. They did
the porno movie with the dicks for hands. That was funny.
The porn movie with the Freddy with dicks for fingers. That was funny. I wish I could find that. It's called Nightmare on Something Street. I'm actually going to look it up. It's funny as hell. It was one of them classic fucking horror spoof pornos. But no, Rick and Morty made one. I can't remember what the character in Rick and Morty was that was supposed to be Freddy Krueger. I can't remember.
I don't remember. And I've seen all the Rick and Morty.
Was it Rick and Morty? Hold on. Or was it Hey, babe.
What?
Was it Rick and Morty that made fun of Freddy Krueger's character?
Yeah.
What was his name?
I'm surprised she would remember. If it was just one episode.
And then through the whole episode, he's like, "Oh, bitch," like just bitch all over the place because that's kind of like Freddy Krueger's.
Yeah, that's what he does.
That's his thing. The original Freddy. I actually.
Because that didn't happen in this one.
No, he didn't call anybody a bitch in this one.
No, he didn't call nobody a bitch. No.
That's so disappointing because Robert Englund's like that was his thing. Scary Terry was
I don't remember.
Yeah, Scary Terry was the Rick and Morty joke of it. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. But that's another thing about Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger's character is embedded in culture.
Yeah.
Like you're not you're gonna everybody has it's like Star Trek and Star Wars.
You walk down the street. Yeah, you walk down the street and you ask somebody, have you ever Krueger? 9 out of 10 I'm gonna say because
And now it's like okay.
Even if they haven't seen the movies, they still know.
No, that's what I was going to get to. It's like you don't have to be a Star Wars fan, but you know what Star Wars is. You don't have to like Star Trek, but you know what Star Trek is. You don't have to be a horror fan, but you know who Freddy Krueger is.
Yeah,
everybody.
He's one of the icons of that genre.
Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, and Chucky are the four top leading characters. They are the Rushmore. The Mount Rushmore.
Mascots of horror.
They are the Mount Rushmore of horror. That's what it is. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Pinhead, there's actually an interesting theme about Freddy Krueger, too. I'm not the fan theory, that fan fiction. You ready for this one? And this would be kind of cool. Freddy Krueger is actually a Cenobite.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Apparently he's like, I was reading this whole theory that he's actually one of the most feared Cenobites, even above Pinhead.
Can you imagine that? Put it into a movie. See how it works.
I don't, as much as interesting it is, you know what movie I actually want to see? And Robert Englund himself, when he was younger, okay, there's actually a video you can find when Robert Englund said this years ago. I don't know if this was the late 80s or early 90s when he said this, but he said, it would be a great Freddy Krueger movie. Make make a prequel of before he was the supernatural killer, when he was just killing kids and shit, when he was just a serial killer.
Make when that
he was movie.
At the school.
Not to sympathize with Freddy Krueger, but just to show you all the dark character that he is.
Sadistic he can be and how he was before he
here's the thing. Everybody wants to see all the Dahmer movies and all this other bullshit. Freddy Krueger origin stories would be the worst fucking movie horror-wise you can make, because he's a child killer.
Yeah,
it's the worst thing in the world. Rapist. Yeah, he's a serial child killer. That's what he is. So it's like, oh my God. And the way that they describe some of his early works are dark as shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's the movie you should make. That would be a very successful, very controversial fucking horror movie.
I don't know if they would make that today in the
because they're all pussies.
But a bunch of pussies now, Hollywood. But
the problem is,
back in the days, that would have worked.
We talked about this on Attacking the Topic. The thing that Hollywood's doing now for 2024 and going forward, that movies going forward, and this is the reason why they're dictating that Hollywood in the next 3 years will be dead. And
I believe it.
I'm not dictating, but predicting. And the reason why is because right now, and there's so many directors that are actually saying they will not make movies for the Academy anymore. And the reason why they're saying that the Academy has got rules in place now stating that instead of hiring people that are qualified, you need to hire people that fill a quota. So you need to have a certain amount of trans people in it. You need to have a certain amount of color. You need to have all this other shit. Not how good they are. It doesn't matter if they're good or fit for the role. Like, for example, if you cast Freddy Krueger, you have two options. Like, you cannot. The Academy does not want to see a white man play Freddy Krueger. They say basically it needs to be a woman, it needs to be a person of color, it needs to be a person of trans, and that's not good for the franchise.
No, it isn't. They're trying to do the same thing they did with work that they just got rid of. What is that? Affirmative action for Hollywood.
See, here's the thing. I'm not against people of color or women.
No,
or
not at all.
Here's what I'm saying. Write a character that... if you want a horror character that's trans, create one.
By all means.
Don't make Freddy Krueger. Straight up.
Right, exactly. Don't rewrite.
Don't try to say, oh, well, Freddy Krueger's trans now. No, because Freddy Krueger's not trans.
now, or this or that. No.
Create a new character. Nobody has creativity anymore. That's the problem.
He was a white child rapist, and you need to keep it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And on top of that, if they do that, they're going to change the origins, because there's no way in hell they're going to play that shit, because then that's making people look bad.
Yep. Let
me tell you something. And I would. Okay, let me ask you a question. If someone came to me before I asked you your question, if someone came to me and asked me, we want you to replay Freddy Krueger, we want you to be Freddy Krueger, I would say no.
Yeah. Especially if they want you to rewrite the story.
No, none of that. Let's just say the script is great.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
the script is great. Let's just say, and they're offering me a shit ton of money to play Freddy. I would still say no. You know why? Because I don't think I could ever make a good enough Freddy as Robert Englund. All I would do is shit all over that character. Now, could I play in a horror movie? Absolutely.
Yeah, just give me a character that I don't respect, and then I'll trash it all you want.
If it's a character, I'm not big enough to do it, but fuck, if I was big enough to play Jason or Michael Myers, I would do that.
Yeah,
because you're pantomiming basically, right?
Right.
But I would never don the sweater of Freddy Krueger, or the glove, or the glove, or whatever iconic thing you want to do. The fedora. I would never fucking play Freddy Krueger, because I myself feel that I could, even if I was a seasoned actor, I myself would never play Freddy Krueger, because there is only one man that can play Freddy Krueger. That's Robert Englund. Only one man. And again, I am not dogging on Jackie. I'm not dogging on him. He's a great actor. He's a fantastic actor. Everything I've ever seen him in, he's done a good job. He's a tiny little dude, okay? He's really small. But
Is he really?
Yeah, he's real small. I don't know what height he is, but he's a really small little guy.
I think he did a great job in this movie. Just
No, he did a good job. He just wasn't.
The dialogue wasn't there. Yeah.
No, the
That
script
my
was
thing.
the script was a poorly done copy and paste version of the original version, and then they tried to change shit to try to be clever, and it failed. It was not a horrible movie. It just wasn't a great movie.
Did you? How much was the budget? Did you get all that?
Yeah, I got the budget. Actually, here we go, right here. The budget for this film. Now, as far as the success financially, we'll go into that. The budget for this film was $35 million. How much do you think it made back in box office?
I'm thinking it's Freddy, so people are gonna go watch it regardless. I'm thinking it probably made over 120 million.
Close. $117.7 million.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, I actually have some more in-depth information on that. I'll give you it here. Okay, here it is, right here. It says, despite negative reviews from critics, the film grossed over $63 million at the domestic box office. That means in the U.S. So it made back. It made back and double in the United States, and then 117.7 million worldwide, making it the highest grossing film in the franchise.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know how much the original one was, but even
the original. Well, okay. Keep in mind, this is 1984. The original one, and the reason why this is still fresh in my memory, the original Nightmare on Elm Street cost Wes Craven $1.1 million.
Okay.
I don't know what inflation that would be now. It's not going to be $33 million though.
It's not $33 million though. Yeah.
$1.1 million, maybe $10 million. Maybe even $15 million. I don't know. It's not going to be $33 million.
But it's not going to be. Yeah.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be as much as this one. So this one definitely cost way more. And there's a lot more special. You got to remember, back then everything was practical.
It was practical. Yeah, they had some of the scenes on this one were pretty nice. The levitation was cool.
No, the film production was great.
Good. Oh yeah,
I have no issues with the production of this film. Everything was everything was good with this film. The only thing that was lacking was the story.
Yeah,
and that's what held this film back, was the story.
Yeah,
and that's the only reason. Now, okay, if you've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street film ever in your life, and you watched this one, then and you're a horror fan, then maybe this would have been a great movie, right?
Well, because they did a good job at his character development. They even went back and had flashbacks and everything.
It just didn't hold up against.
They didn't change anything besides the whole maybe he wasn't a serial killer.
It was a copy and paste. It was not It was not an original story.
Yeah, right.
And this movie would have benefited. Now there was rumor going around that because the end of this movie was set up for the sequel. Right. There was rumor that they were actually going. Jackie was even on board for playing him again. He was ready to go. The actress backed out. The one who played Nancy, she backed out. She didn't want to have anything. She said she had a horrible time on the film.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Who played on the Freddy versus Jason then? On 2014.
As far as what? Who played Freddy?
Who played Freddy?
Robert Englund.
Okay, so he went back to the franchise.
Yeah, he did because the original one flopped, and he took another shot at it. And everybody, ever since Freddy, what is it? Jason Goes to Hell. Ever since Jason Goes to Hell, when Jason, they show Jason's mask on at the very end of the movie, and Freddy's hand comes up from the ground and pulls his mask under. That was in the 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
There was comic books of it already. There was already comic books back then of Freddy versus Jason. So people knew that the possibility of a Freddy versus Jason movie were possible.
Yeah, it was possible. Yeah. So that's what they did then.
They eventually did it, and they were like, you know what? People want this. They want to see this. I lost my shit.
I'm personally just not gonna watch it. Like,
please do.
Family night movie or something. Because
please do.
Yeah.
Freddy versus
I thought that
Jason
one came before this one. Yeah.
No, let me make sure. Let me make sure I was reading that right. Because a part of me feels like that's wrong, but hold on.
Yeah, because this one was 20. I could swear that one was.
Oh wait,
before,
never mind. Hold on.
20.
I was reading it wrong. Never mind. I said two. Okay, yeah. My bad. I did say it wrong. My bad.
Okay.
I am collecting myself wrong. Okay. Freddy versus Jason. I don't know why I said that. Freddy versus Jason came out in 2003.
And 3. Okay, that's why I said 2001. That sounded more right.
Yeah.
But it's 3.
Which that in itself, that movie
still watch it even though it's before. Fuck it.
Lifetime gross has made $82,622,655.
Wow. So all the ones in the 2000s did better than all the original ones.
Well, it's that, but see, even this one did better financially than Freddy versus Jason. But let me tell you something. When Freddy versus Jason came out, I lost my shit because it was Robert Englund. Right? I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" Because you were already in everybody was already picking their sides. Everybody was like, "Who's going to win? Is it going to be Freddy? Is it going to be Jason?" Everybody, and I was on Team Freddy straight up. Like, and when the end of the movie, I went to theaters to see that movie. Okay, and
that movie doesn't connect to anything we saw today, so I may still watch it.
No, that's the thing. Like the one we watched, that was a reboot. And there's not been anything since. No.
Yeah.
Now, Freddy versus Jason is chronically in line with the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Right.
But you don't. Okay, if you want to, what I would do,
movies, right?
Go ahead.
That I would just binge watch one day. I'm probably going to do that one day.
Oh, dude, I would.
Watch. Yeah. Just to get them out of the way and remember
watch
everything.
That, and probably if you wanna get the suspense of Freddy versus Jason, also watch Jason Goes to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to watch all the other Jasons, but just watch Jason Goes to Hell and then watch Freddy versus Jason.
Right, because that one connects to Freddy anyway.
Yeah. Kinda. I mean, it took a long time to get there, but still. But no, I'm telling you right now, you want to see me scream like a little girl? Okay. Announce that there's going to be one more Freddy movie. And Robert Englund's doing it. I will fucking scream like a little girl, dude. Like, I will go in full cosplay. I've always said this with certain movies that I wanted to get all dressed up in character to go to movies and see.
And go to the theaters and shit.
I will fucking go full Freddy gear to the movie to see one more Freddy movie. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. Let's please give us one more Freddy movie with Robert Englund in it and kill him off. Actually finish it. Finish the story. Like, we all know that's what's happening. Don't have some lead off at the end. Don't tie it off to any more movies. Actually fucking kill the character off.
Put it to bed. Yep, put it to bed.
That's what we all want to see. Because more time, Robert Englund's, I think I could be wrong, but I think he's in his 80s now.
Jeez.
I think he's in his 80s now. And the more we fucking wait.
Yeah, the last time we have, exactly.
We still have Tobin Bell playing fucking Saw movies, for fuck's sake.
Right.
And I know Tobin Bell's, I know he's up there. I don't know if he's in his 80s, but Tobin Bell's getting old. Okay?
Yep.
There's a lot of people. Dude, the original Michael Myers reprised his role in the last Michael Myers movie. What's that one that we watched?
Yeah, it sucked. It was Michael Myers.
Was it Ends? Is it Halloween Ends, I think? Or because there was Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends, right?
Yeah, the one where they threw him in the grinder. Yeah.
But that they had him reprise his role. That was the original Michael Myers, old as shit, and he still fucking played that. So just fuck it. One more fucking Freddy movie. Just fuck. As much as I want to see another Freddy versus Jason movie, I can live without that because Freddy still won. So I'm happy with that. Okay, I got my result. But give us one more Nightmare on Elm Street film. Let it be Wes Craven too. Let Wes Craven direct it. Robert Englund play in it. Let it be the last one. Let Nancy come back, the original Nancy, and let her fucking come back and kill him. Like, for once and for all. Right? Like, end the fucking movie. Let Freddy be killed off. And then that would be the greatest. The original
Nancy would be how old now?
She was in the Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which was a movie inside a movie. That's one you would like, too.
Oh, yeah.
Wes Craven tried to reboot the series, basically all the actors, like everybody was who they were in it, right? Wes Craven was Wes Craven, Robert Englund was Robert Englund, and they were all talking about the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but somehow the actual Freddy character manifests itself in real life inside the movie. That's what Wes Craven's A New Nightmare is about.
Okay. And now, wasn't there a TV show at one point?
Very, very briefly, and it did very, very poorly.
Yeah. I know there was an animated series. It only lasted like one season, I believe.
They tried. That's the thing. They tried so hard.
They tried all the different
to merchandise. They tried so hard to like milk Freddy, and they never could.
And it was never successful.
No, Freddy's one of those ones that has never been able to be mimicked. You cannot mimic Freddy. Freddy's the only one. They've mimicked every other horror character. Halloween, fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, fucking Hellraiser. Okay, they've mimicked all that shit, but they've not been able to successfully mimic Freddy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even, as a person who loves directing, and I would love to direct a short film at least at some point in my life, right? As much as I sit here and tell you that someone needs to create the, you know what I would do? What I would do? I would never, me personally, I would never do a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. I think only one person can make those movies, and that's Wes Craven. Okay?
Yeah.
But I would love to do the fucking sequel, the prequel.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because it doesn't, that doesn't have to be fucking Robert Englund. It's supposed to be a young Robert. It's supposed to be a young Freddy Krueger. So you could do all that. Like they did it with Hannibal Lecter. They did the prequels to Hannibal Lecter with the, Something of the Dragon or whatever. They did all that shit when he was younger. So you can do it.
Yeah. Mannerisms change, facial features change, so it doesn't have to be exact.
I would love, if I knew I could pull it off, if I could have the budget, I would love to do the prequel to A Nightmare on Elm Street. I have no idea what I would call it, but I would definitely fucking love. I would do that, but I myself would never ever try to put my mark on A Nightmare on Elm Street because I don't feel like I could do it right. I don't like as much as I love Freddy Krueger. I don't think I could do it justice. And again, I don't think this movie's bad. It's just coming from Nightmare on Elm Street. Some characters are born to only be portrayed by one actor. Absolutely, and this is one of them.
Yeah, Terrifier is similar. Like I don't see anybody else playing that.
No, and and that's funny because even Art the Clown, the original Art the Clown in the original movies, not the Terrifier movies, but the original ones, that was not him. It was a different one.
Yeah, the new one made it better than the original.
Yeah, and now he is Art the Clown. You can never have anybody else behind the makeup and playing Art the Clown. Yeah. It's just like it is just like Freddy Krueger. You cannot have, and that's why I say we need just one more Nightmare on Elm Street film with Robert Englund. That's all we're asking. Yeah.
Simply to seal the story.
Because Robert Englund's getting old. He knows it. He's in his fucking 80s. There's no way. And if Robert Englund goes before Freddy gets a justified farewell, everyone that's a Freddy fan is going to be sitting. There's the opportunity that never could be.
Yeah.
Just one more. That's all we want. One more film. That's it. A good one, with Robert Englund. That's all we're asking. That's it.
Yeah, pay his medical bills. Let's get this
That's
done.
what I'm saying. Pay the motherfucker whatever he wants. If he's asked the $20 million to do this, fucking probably be the most he's ever made. Give it to him. Pay that motherfucker. Fucking 30 years as the fucking character. Pay him 20, 30. I don't know what the fuck. Pay him whatever he fucking wants.
Yeah, Hollywood has it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what time it is?
Oh, yes.
It is the time where we get to the scores and final thoughts of A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. If you are new to the franchise, you've never joined us on any other one before, what we do here is we have 4 categories. We have story, acting, gore, and production, and we score them 1 through 5. If we need to, in betweens, 1.5, 2.5, so forth and so on. If it's below a 1, we give it the noble pile. If it's above a 5, we give it the noble seal of approval. And then after that, we give it the woke score. And then after that, we give it the overall, which the woke score is the higher it is, the worse it is. Okay, so if it says it a 1, it's a good thing. And then we give it the overall score, which is a 1 through 10. Same thing applies with the in-betweens, and the same thing applies with the noble seal and Noble Pile.
No, Noble Pile. Yep.
So let's get right into that now, since we're like this one. This one is like I said, it's going to be. This one was a hard one for me to really score. So with that said, let's go into that. What do you give the story for A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010?
The story was identical to the original, with the exception of maybe he wasn't a serial killer, which went back to the original story at the end. So I give it a 3 because there was nothing new.
Oh, no, okay. All right. No, I
give it a 3.
Fair enough. I actually gave it a 2.5 straight down the middle because of the same exact reasons. It was not a unique story. It was a very safe copy and paste.
Yeah, because I don't remember the first one 100%. I really did still enjoy the new story, with the small twist and everything. So that's why I gave it a 3.
Here's the thing. It wasn't a bad... Dude, it even got even worse. Like at the very end when he pulled the mom through the mirror. In the original film, it was similar because he pulls the mom through the door.
Okay.
So it was like, it was literally almost a copy and paste. Now, the gore for that, with the glove going through her face and blah and all that, you see her fucking eyeball pop out and shit. It was cool. Yep. It was great. And that did insinuate that there was going to be... Now, this again, because there was never a sequel, that whole scene was useless.
Yeah.
Because that scene set it up that Freddy wasn't dead. He's still alive. He's still in the dream realm, and he's coming to get you.
Has the opportunity to bring Robert Englund back and make the final.
Well, no. I don't even want Robert Englund being... I want Robert Englund to be connected to the original timeline. I only want him to be... Not even... This one's done.
This one at all.
No, this one's done. Okay. This one's, obviously done. It's been 13, almost 14 years. It's done. Yeah. This one's over. It was a one and done. It failed. It was whatever. And it was done at the time when all horror movies were getting a remake. Like Texas Chainsaw got so many. They were doing Jason. Yep. They were doing Halloween's. They were doing Halloween movies. So many. That was what was wrong with Hollywood at this time, was they were just remaking movies. And they're still doing it.
They were recycling the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. And they're still fucking doing it. They're still doing it.
Yeah.
So I gave it a 2.5. You gave it a 3. Fairly straight down the middle. Yeah. Definitely agree. They dropped the ball on that. They had so many opportunities to definitely do something original, and they didn't. Acting. What do you give the acting in this film?
No problem with the acting. I thought the acting was flawless. I mean, it wasn't bad or good. It was average in a good way. I gave it a 4.5.
Okay. No, you know what?
Yeah, I didn't see no flaws.
Fair enough. I actually gave it a 5. I had no issues with Jackie was a great everybody shit on him saying he wasn't a good Freddy. The only reason why he wasn't a good Freddy is because Robert Englund was Freddy.
Right.
If Robert Englund was never Freddy, Jackie would have been a great Freddy.
And it would have passed. Yeah.
The only reason why we gave this character so much shit when Jackie played it was because it's not Robert Englund. He did the best he could, and I won't shit on him for that. He's a good actor, and he did a good job. He didn't do a great job. He did a good job, and he did the best he could. He had very large shoes to fill.
Yep, sure did.
So, hell, you can't hold that against him. He did the best he could with the shoes he had to fill, and those are big fucking shoes to fill. So yeah, I give it a 5, 4.5. We're still fairly we're still running right next to each other. That's good. What do you give the gore for this film?
I actually enjoyed the gore. I like the mirror scene. I did the throat slashings. Those are average, but they were good. I gave it a 4.5 as well.
Okay, you actually get one a little higher than me on this one. I gave it a 3.5. It's still above average. Okay. I have seen better gore in the original Nightmare on Elm Street movies. It's not to say that this film didn't have... Dude, there was in the original scene, there was one scene in the original movie, because there were so many of them. There's one part where a kid's fucking face, like Freddy turns into the TV and slams a kid's face through the TV. And mind you, these are old TVs, the big hard-ass glass tube ones.
Yeah.
You watch somebody's... There was a point where one of the kids were crawling through what looked like a duct, like an air duct, and then it landed up being a bug trap. He gets stuck to the bug trap, the goo, and peels it up apart, becomes a bug, and then Freddy squishes him. Like that, these are the scenes that were in the old movies. Fuck, Rob, these movies made Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was in the original when he was a young kid, was in the original Nightmare on Elm Street. He was the kid that got sucked through the bed which they tried to mimic in this one, got sucked through the bed, and then all the blood just spewed up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That was Johnny Depp. And that was a cool gore scene, too. So it's like the original Nightmare on Elm Street movies, as old as they are, still had better gore than this film.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I gave it the score that I did. It wasn't that it had horrible gore. It's just the original Nightmare on Elm Street movies had better gore. So I give it 3.5. You give it a 4.5. A fair 4 marked down in the beginning. Marked down there. That's not bad. So let's move on to production. What do you give the score for the production of this film?
I actually gave it a 5. I really enjoyed it. It was clean. The soundtrack was all right. Acting was great. Cameras were great. Night scenes, dark scenes, everything. I give it a 5. It ain't disappointing.
I'm not that far off from you. I didn't give it a 5, but I did give it a 4.5.
Okay, it was.
I
very
respected
decent.
it. Yeah, no, I respected it. Like,
And it aged well because 13 years, it still felt like a movie from today.
You know what's crazy though? You know what? To be honest with you, when you watch all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, they still aged well.
Nice.
Watch all the Nightmare movies, dude. I'm telling you, if I had somebody that would sit down and watch the Freddy movies, because my wife won't watch them. Right?
Okay.
She's not into that shit. She won't watch the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I don't know if I want to watch my daughter. No, you know what? I could. If I thought my daughter would be interested in Freddy, because she loves art. She fucking loves art.
I don't think it's that. I think it's less violent than art.
No, it's less violent. I mean, fuck, we watched Art the Clown saw a chick in half pussy first, right?
Exactly. Pussy down. Yeah, exactly.
So,
pussy up.
So, yeah, no, that's not why. I just don't know if my daughter would be interested in them. But no, I love all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Even the worst one in the franchise, which would be on Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Okay, the second one was the worst one in the entire franchise, in my opinion, and statistically, and it was still not that bad. So, production wise, 4.5. It held up. I definitely respect that from this movie. What do you give the woke score for A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010?
Like I always say, unless you can point one out, I did not see one.
No, luckily, and I would swear off this director if anyone ever fucks with my Freddy, man. Don't you dare.
Yeah, right.
But no, there was none. If anything, I mean, how are you gonna turn that into a way? Unless the only way you can make Freddy Krueger woke is you can call him a map.
Right? Yeah, like, exactly.
He's a minor attracted person.
I don't remember what the political climate was in 2010 that well. So a
pedophile was a pedophile.
Well, true.
And that's what Freddy Krueger is. I mean, in all fairness, that's what Freddy Krueger is.
He's a pedophile. Absolutely.
Don't call him a fucking map. He's a fucking pedophile. He killed children. He's a bad person. You don't like Freddy for being Freddy. He's a great villain. Like you look at Charles Manson or Jeffrey Dahmer, and like people like that whole Jeffrey Dahmer show that was on Netflix. Right, it was a good show. People thought that character was really well done, but you don't like Jeffrey Dahmer. He's a great villain. He's a horrible fucking person, but he's a great villain.
You don't like what he did to people.
No, what he did to people was fucked up. You're not rooting for Jeffrey Dahmer, but was he a fucking horrible villain? Yeah. Same thing about Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger is not somebody you're going to vote. Sure, in Freddy versus Jason, you had to pick a side. But I mean, shit, you're picking one murderer over another murderer.
and they're fictional characters.
And they're fictional characters, exactly. You're not going to who's better, Charles Manson or Jeffrey Dahmer. You're not going to do that, right? Like, it's just, point is, Freddy Krueger is not a good guy. He's a horrible person. But he's a great villain. He's probably the best villain that's ever been created. And don't get me wrong, I love other villains like Pinhead, Michael Myers, all that shit. They all serve their purpose. But Freddy is the George Washington on the Mount Rushmore of horror.
The top motherfucker.
He is. He is the top of the fucking list. So yeah, production. I give it a 4.5. You give it a 5. You gave it a 1 on the woke. I gave it also a 1 on the woke. Yep. Moving on to the final overall score of A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. What do you give the overall score of this film?
I give it an 8.5. I really did enjoy this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it kept me very interested. Number one, because I don't really remember the.
I think
fresh to me.
I think your score would be different if you were coming off of a fresh binge of memory of the original
Maybe,
films.
right.
Not
Seeing all the
wor-
original
not too bad. You wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
hate this movie, but like for example, I gave this movie a 7.
Did you?
I gave it a
that's
7.
Not too far
It's
off
still
from me,
above
yeah.
average, right? But
Yeah.
I couldn't give it any because here's the thing. Even the worst Nightmare on Elm Street movie, which would be, in my opinion, and it's statistically a Nightmare on Elm Street 2, was still a better Nightmare on Elm Street film than this one was.
Okay.
This is not a horrible movie. If none of the other Nightmare on Elm Street films ever existed, if Robert Englund never played Freddy, this would be a great movie.
Yeah, I agree.
But its shoes are way too. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, this movie was set up to fail.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, because you cast Freddy as somebody else, and that is not a shot at Jackie Earl Haley. Okay, he is a great actor, but that is way too. You're literally okay. That's like James Bond, not James Bond. Yeah, it's like James Bond.
No,
Who is the best James Bond? Right? It's like the new guy that plays James Bond. He's got to live up to fucking all the other James Bonds, right? Because they're originals. It's like Freddy.
The Superman, same thing.
So right, okay, Superman's like, everybody else was a failed Superman until oh my God, what's his name? I'm brain farting. Hey babe,
I forget their names, but
who's your sexy Superman? Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill was the first one to play Superman since the original that actually did it right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that took him that long to get somebody who was worthy.
What,
now,
my question to you was Robert Englund introduced this movie if he wanted to do it and turned it down, or do you know?
I don't remember. I'd like to say I would like to say I think I remember him doing that, and then he turned it down. Yeah, but I don't remember. I can't remember. It's been a while. Obviously, it's 2004. I can't remember. Not 2004, 2010. And like again, he was getting old in Freddy versus Jason, so he's not getting any younger now. And the every day that goes by that we don't get an official announcement that he's gonna do one more movie is the less likely chance that we'll ever see him don the glove one more time.
Yeah,
and that is a shame because, like I said, one more movie would make me so happy.
Yeah,
it's all I want to see. I want to see Robert Englund play Freddy one more time and kill the character off. Finish it. Never make a Freddy movie ever again after that. Kill the character
20 years
off.
from now, Hollywood will redo
it. Hollywood will milk it again.
We know they'll do it,
but for true fans, that's all we want.
Our time, kill it. Yeah,
just kill the character. This is the first time. I don't want you to kill Michael Myers. I don't even want you to kill Jason off. Hell, I don't even want you to kill Chucky off. But I do want you to kill Freddy. And the reason why I want you to kill Freddy off is because no one else can play Freddy. Yeah. We've already proved this. No one else can. So you might as well kill the character off, bury it, let it fucking go down in a blaze of glory, burn that whole fucking house down, make it go out with a fucking bang, and end it. That's it. No more Freddy. Yeah. And I would love it. Every Freddy fan would absolutely agree with that. We want to see one more movie. That's it. Not another one in 20 years. Not another one in 5 years. Or you know what? Hell, just make a good. You know what? You know what I want them to do? If they can't do a fucking movie, make a really good video game out of it or something. They did it with Michael Myers. That last Jason movie that they did, the Friday 13th. That's not a bad Friday 13th game.
The game.
Yeah, it's not bad. I
never played it, but I've seen you play it.
It's not bad. It's wonky as shit, but I mean it's the closest interpretation of a good Jason that we're gonna get anytime soon. But yeah, no, I just want one more movie. That's it. One more fucking Robert Englund, Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street driven film. That's it. That's it. Wes Craven behind the fucking directing screen. Wes Craven behind the fucking directing screen. Fucking Robert Englund as Freddy. Bring back the original Nancy.
Writers and original actors.
Everybody who's still alive from the original Freddy movies, bring them all back. Let's do one more fucking movie. Put them out. Send it off. Send fucking Freddy. Let's bring him out back, put him down, and call it a fucking day. That's it.
Put a bullet in his head.
Straight up. Put him out the right way. That's it.
Yep.
That's all we want. But yeah, I give it a 7. You gave it an 8.5. I believe that's fair. Equal 8 down the line. That's not horrible. And that was our take on A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. It is, as of the time of recording, on Max.
On Max.
Actually, quite a few of them.
Recommended.
Quite a few of them.
They're all there. I think they're all there.
I don't know if they're all there, but most of them are. Even Freddy vs. Jason's there. They're most of them are there. Even if they're not, they're all worth a fucking rent.
Oh yeah.
Hell, I would own them.
$5 rent.
But I'm a Freddy
fan. They are
fan.
the type of movie. Yeah, I was going to say, they are the type of movie that you want to put up on the shelf.
I would have. If you released a Nightmare on Elm Street box set, and it was like $200.
Remember when that was the thing in the 90s and early 2000s?
Oh yeah, box sets and shit.
All over the place.
No, I would so have a Nightmare.
That was fun.
I had them for other dude. I had like Lord of the Rings and all that shit, dude. Like,
oh yeah. I had the Star Treks. I had.
Star Trek, Star Wars box sets, all that shit.
Oh yeah, all that shit.
They never made it. As far as I know, they never made a Nightmare on Elm Street box set. But I would so easily. Because there's technically only Wes Craven didn't do all of them. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like he only did like I think 4 or 5 of the 7 or 8 that there are or some shit.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the other ones were
good.
Money grabs.
But even Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead wasn't made by Wes Craven. It was one of my favorite ones. Nightmare on Elm Street, the Freddy's Dead. That was one of my favorite Freddy movies, and that was not made by Wes Craven.
That wasn't okay.
But no, definitely worth it. If you can't find them, they are. This movie is worth a rent. I would rent this one. I don't know if I'd buy it, but I would rent it. It is available on Max. Watch all the other ones. I will tell you right now, if you've never watched the Nightmare on Elm Street film, watch the other ones either before or after this film. Do not let this be your only Nightmare on Elm Street take. It doesn't deserve to be. Like it's great. It's an okay movie. It's an above average movie, sure. But it is not what you should remember a Nightmare on Elm Street for. You should remember Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger, and that is how you should keep it. Very sacred ground. Very sacred ground. If I was ever to tattoo a fucking horror character on my body, I always said that I would get Freddy Krueger tattooed on my body. I would.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I've had an idea for it as well, but I just never got around to it. I have so many other tattoos I still have yet to get, so Freddy's unfortunately gotten pushed down the list. But that is tonight's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to go over to noblegi.com. Check out all past episodes that we've done, all past, present, future of everything that we've done on the network over there. Make sure to check out the merch store. You will find all kinds of good stuff, including our all year round shirt. This is not a seasonal shirt. It is still in there. Is our spooky season all year round shirt. It's a very unique shirt. That is our shirt. That is our shirt. That is our shirt. That is a unique shirt. You can only find that on the Noble GI merch store. Check it out. For all you people who love Halloween and love the spooky season, it is a spooky season all year round shirt. So check it out. We also have some other stuff. We have some Grimm Tale stuff in there as well. So make sure to check all that. All that and more can be found at noblegi.com. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with all things Noble that we do here and on the website. Share with your friends. Share with your mom, dad. Share with your mistress. Share with your girlfriend's girlfriend.
Share it with the dead. Just share it.
Share it. I don't give a fuck. Share with your boyfriend. Share with. I don't give a fuck. I don't share with everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a Freddy Krueger in your life,
break into somebody's house. break into somebody's house while they're having sex and share it.
Yeah. Just come in through their window and be like, "Hey, have you know about Noble GI?"
just break the whole flow.
Stare them, middle of the night, stare them right in the eye. Go check out Noble GI and then leave, right? And that's it. No, don't do that. We didn't say anything about that. That's a joke. Don't do that. We might have crossed some fucking lines on that one. But
you tell people to break into people's homes.
Yeah, they have to come down hard on us for that one. But yeah, that is our take. That is this Friday's episode. Make sure to check out everything else. Make sure to check out Sundays with yours truly, where we do game nights. Make sure to check out every Wednesday where we do The Quest, where we do very short, non-spoilers, spoiler-free takes on other movies that we do. That's every Wednesday. Every Thursday, Attacking the Topic with yours truly, NVC Lorm, where we talk about everything that nobody wants to talk about. The real shit. We put all that shit. No topic is safe, as the show says. And then, of course, we do Fridays until the 30th episode. So yeah, that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. But with that said, we are going to get the hell out of here. I think it's that time.
Indeed, we are. Enjoy your weekend.
Peoples, we will see you when we see you.
Peace.
Peace out.